fellow YouTubers. JJ the Trucker coming to you from Jocelyn, Illinois. Happy Sunday Fun Day. Hope you're enjoying it. Alright, so let's see. Last weekly update. Left off, I was going to be making a delivery in Wilmington, Illinois at noon. That delivery was perfectly fine. No issues. It was a nice, easy drop and hook. And remember I had said, yeah, don't worry about going into Illinois because I'm always going to get something good. Well, I got something good. So no surprise there. Very happy about that. So about 40 minutes before I got there, and this is on a Sunday. Sundays are the days when sales, they're not in, the planners aren't in. You almost practically get leftovers, and I was expecting to get some leftovers and basically maybe just camping out until Monday, maybe do my laundry or something like that. You know, I could use some laundry. I don't need a shower. I already showered earlier this week. Oh, sorry. I thought I was a super trucker there for a second. Nah, I'm just kidding. Sorry, super truckers. I don't mean that. I know you shower at least more than once a week. Some of you. Anyway, all right. I'm done. I'm done with that. So, yeah, about 40 minutes, I'd say, before I got to Wilmington. Ended up getting another load. And picked up in Jocelyn, Illinois, which is about 2 hours away. And we are headed to Massachusetts. That's it, Massachusetts, not Boston. We are heading to Hatfield. Yeah, so good thing I'm not a McCoy, right? So, let's see, it's a really good load because it's only going to take me about 2.5 days to get there. I could knock it out in 2 days if I really wanted to, but after this last load, I need to start conserving my 70-hour clock. But I can easily get it there in 2.5 days, and it is due in 2.5 days. But the pay is about 5 days worth, 4 to 5 days worth. So it's it's pretty good. It's a pretty good load. I'm happy with that. So that is what is going on right now, and I will catch you guys on the flip side, show you some scenery. Latest. It's still Sunday, but it's fuel stop time. Let's see how we did this time. Right there at quarter of a tank. Yeah, didn't get as many miles as I was hoping. Should be getting 1,200 miles for 3/4 of a tank. Just shy of it. And let's see, especially with some deadhead time. So let's see how it did. We ended up averaging an even 8.0. Well, I hear that the fuel mileage will improve once it gets broken in. Let's see. But even if it doesn't, I'm good with it. I'm good with 8, to be honest with you, because the ride and other perks of this truck are so much better than the Freightliner. It's worth it, in my opinion. Average speed 59. Let's see, engine hours 21.5. Idle hours only 1.5 this time. Let's see, what else we got? 7% idle time. Fuel used 148 gallons. I think that was exactly the same as last time too. Okay, idle fuel used only 1 gallon. Man, it's pretty good. 0% of that. All right, and oh, of course, figures. Let's see. Let's get out of there. There we go. Where were we? 14.5 hours cruise. Average engine percent load 46, and 19.5 drive hours. All right, so that is our summary. Let's. I'll go ahead and get fueled up. I am in Morris, Illinois, and if you're a driver, you know Morris, Illinois. This is the place you always want to stop, right here at this very pilot, because it is the cheapest fuel in America. Diesel, Prime's price, $1.20. Yes, you heard right, $1.20. I know I've got Californians watching this going, oh my goodness, are you kidding me? There is no way. Yeah, you can't even get an 1/8 of a gallon for that much out there. So yes, $1.20. All right. Anyways, I will talk to you all in a day or two. Bye. It is Tuesday, midday, and so far been pretty uneventful. You know, been a nice drive. I'm now in Pennsylvania, Pittston to be exact. Here, let me take this off for a second here. Whew, but you can tell it's getting close to Halloween. Got my jack mask, yeah. So, yeah, I'm in Pittston, not Piston, Pittston, and not Pittsburgh, Pittston, Pennsylvania. And I am at the Prime Yard right now, getting fuel. I got a few things to do. Get fuel, get food. They got some good food in the cafeteria here. Very reasonable prices. Fill up with hand sanitizer. Definitely want to do that. Let's see, get some winter anti-gel. They've got great prices on everything. They pass along all their savings here, to us. Let's see, I've got my cab card came in, so I'm going to get that printed out while we're here. Let's see what else. Got to get fuel, because fuel is always cheap at the terminals. And oh yeah, a truck wash. Whenever you come to a terminal, they are checking those trailers, getting them all fixed up, getting tires changed out when they need to be, doing a full, thorough inspection. I really like that. Prime really takes care of their stuff, and they maintain it. I mean, they really do, so I like that. So yeah, that's it for today's update. But that's what's going on. I am still on my way to Massachusetts. I will be there tonight, and I'll park tonight, and delivery is 5 a.m. So you'll see it when I get there. Oh, look at that. Somebody else is pulling in. All right. I will see you guys in Massachusetts in a few seconds. Wow, look at what I just ran into in Pittston. Isn't this a sweet looking truck? This is the truck of Robert and Mary Dreyer. They didn't really want to be on YouTube today, but they said their truck could be. Man, this is an awesome looking, look at that. Wow, that is just, those are some nice graphics right there. Very nice looking truck. Woo-wee. Oh, nice and clean now, aren't you? Yep, I got her washed. Happy Wednesday. As you can tell from looking outside, I washed my truck. It always happens that way, doesn't it? If you've been following me at all, you know if I wash my truck, it will rain within 12 hours. And certainly it did. So, yeah, I went ahead and wrapped things up at the Pittston Yard. Came on over here to the 90 in Massachusetts. Got here last night. They've got really good overnight parking, so I parked overnight. They called me at 3:30 in the morning, got me in a door. No problem. Got me unloaded pretty quick, and then I've been sitting here. It's midday now, and got a load. The loads coming out of this area right now are not that great. So, yeah, I'm heading up to Vermont, and we all know what comes out of Vermont. Ice cream, Ben & Jerry's. And this load does not pay well. I actually talked to my fleet manager about it. It's like, come on, man. this just does not look good. He says we are really short on loads and heavy on drivers in the area. It doesn't happen often, but he's getting me down to Tennessee, and Tennessee's another one of those good places to pick up loads. It balances it out. You know, I got paid very well to get the load here, so to get the next load doesn't pay that well, but if you average the two of them out, it still pays pretty well. So I'm not really worried about it, and I'm going to another good area. So here we go. It delivers on Halloween Day, which is, yeah, that's Saturday. So that'll be the last day of this vlog. So I will keep you guys updated. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw some fuel in the reefer, head up to Ben & Jerry's, pick up the trailer. It's a drop and hook. I'll pick it up tonight, and then probably camp out there overnight. I got plenty of time to do it, but I'm working on recaps So I am going to have to take my time on this because right now I've only got 14 hours left on my clock. This is a 27-hour trip. Tomorrow I only get 45 minutes back. Yeah. And then the day after that I start getting some hours back, 10 and a quarter hours, no, 7 and 3/4 hours. So I still don't even get a full day back the following day. So I will be running it all the way to 0, and that's on the 30th. And then on the 30th, starting there, then I start getting a whole bunch of hours back. So should be okay. So I'll go ahead and take my time on this trip. Deliver it on the 31st. It looks like I'll be there probably midday. And that is about it. So I'll wrap it up here. I'll see you guys if anything important or interesting develops. Bye-bye. Happy All Hallows Eve. It's Friday, and yeah, things are going well so far. This trip's going well. Lots of rain. Boy, it's been lots of rain. Yeah, it rained, started raining a couple days ago and all day yesterday, and so far we are at 9:30 in the morning. It's still raining, but as I'm heading south now, it is going to be clearing up. I'm in Erie, Pennsylvania. Perfect place to be for All Hallows Eve. So let's check out the fuel mileage real quick, see how we're doing. That's where we're at on fuel. I did fill up in Pittston. I didn't show that, and I didn't reset the gauge here, the trip meter. So let's see how we did. In Pittston, I ended up getting 84 gallons. So there we go. So this includes just basically the last two fill-ups, 8.1 miles per gallon. Not too shabby. You know, I'm fully loaded, by the way. 43K in the box. It's 43,000 pounds I'm hauling. So yeah, I'm at gross weight of about 78,000 pounds. You know, maybe high 77s. So yep, there we go. And let's see what we got here. Idle percentage, 5%. 216 gallons used. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, look at that. All good stuff right there. All good stuff. All right. No PTO, of course. All right. There we go. So, once again, no fuel used in idle. 0.9 gallons. Less than 1 gallon. So I've really cut the idle time down. You know, there's no need for it most of the time, especially when you're driving. A lot of it is, you know, when you're sitting there, you know, in line at a Walmart distribution center, for example. Sometimes you end up idling a bit. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and fill up here, get my 216 gallons, and be on my way. We are due to arrive midday tomorrow to Covington, Tennessee. Hope you're enjoying the trip so far. Hope you enjoy the scenic views that I just gave you. And and make sure you let me know. See you in a sec. It's Friday evening. I'm stopped here at a Pilot. It's only about 6:30. It's already starting to get dark out, and in 2 days it's going to be completely dark at 6:30. Figures. I don't like this part of the year, just for that reason right there. It gets dark too early. I could have driven for longer though. I had more time on my 11-hour clock and my 14-hour clock. Let's take a look here. See? Look at that. My 8-hour clock, I had plenty of time. My 11-hour clock, 1 hour and 22. My 14-hour clock, 1 hour and 54. So I could have driven for a while, but look at that 70-hour clock. Woo-wee! 70-hour clock. 30 minutes left. That's no good. Yep. I could have driven to a... I could have, made it to the next truck stop, which is a Love's. About 30 minutes away. But they tend to fill up on their truck parking really early, and they don't have a lot of spots. And if there's no parking there, then there's nothing else for a while. So, yeah, you know what? This load's going to get here plenty of time. So I decided to go ahead and pull it off to the side. Now, let's go ahead and do my new favorite segment, Question of the Week. Woohoo! All right, Question of the Week coming up. All right, yep, it's already dark, literally. There's a truck across from me that's got his headlights on. That's probably the light that's lighting me up right there. That and maybe my tablet. My tablet, which has Question of the Week. That's right. I actually got three comments that I want to go into. So let's see here. First of all, I'm sorry, buddy. You comment all the time. You're one of my awesome subscribers, but I can't pronounce your name. I've tried many times, but you know who you are. And if you can put the pronunciation of your name in one of the comments, so I know, it would make me feel a lot better, because that doesn't feel good when I can't pronounce somebody's name. I feel that's disrespectful. So I want to be able to pronounce it. I'm just looking at these letter combinations and going, it's not going to work out. It just won't work out. So let me know, please. Anyways, the question that he had for my spookiest video, scariest moments video. There was something large flying across the parking lot. He wanted to know what that was. So if you were watching this on your phone or a small device and you couldn't see what was really flying across that parking lot, other than the trash cans and the shopping carts, it was the shopping cart corrals. You know those big metal things that you put the shopping carts in? Yeah, those are flying across the parking lot. One actually slammed into the back of the trailer. Fortunately, the trailer, not my brand new baby, not my truck. Whew. Yeah, I didn't get a video of that one, but yeah, those things were flying all over the place. That was crazy. That was absolutely crazy. So thank you for the question. Good one. Let's see. Nate Boss 4 had a comment here and a question. Just remember, it's Nate Boss 4, not Nate Boss 1, not Nate Boss 2, not even Nate Boss 3. The fourth Nate Boss. It says, hey JJ, just wanted to say thank you. All the advice, you truck drivers are the best. Shout out to truckers. They are hardworking people. If it wasn't for them, there wouldn't be nothing in stores. Can you read this comment on the next video? The answer to your question is yes, I can. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, now we're going to get into some real questions here. NPC Kojak had a couple of quick questions. They were so quick they took up a couple of pages, but they were good questions, so I definitely wanted to include them. Not only that, but I know how to play the game. If you want to move on to the next level, sometimes you have to interact with those NPCs. So NPC Kojak, here we go. I'm just going to summarize just the questions here. First one, with the lease purchase, you say you're not tied to Prime. If I were to leave Prime under that program, does Success Leasing have restrictions on who you can take your lease purchase truck to? Yes and no. So yes, you can take the lease purchase truck away from Prime. You don't have to run under Prime's authority. You can run under your own authority with no issues. If you're going to run under another company's authority, the only restriction that I know of is that the truck payment will need to be made by that company and taken out of your settlement directly. Okay, and that's about it. So as long as the truck company and from what I understand, most of the big companies, they deal with that kind of stuff. It's not a big deal, so they'll go ahead and do it. Some of these smaller companies, I don't know. You just have to talk to them and see if they're willing to do that or not. If they are, great. If not, unfortunately, there's only about 1 billion other options for you. So keep looking. Let's see. Regarding the truck being governed, could I leave Prime and have the speed bumped up to above the governing limit? Yes, the governing of the truck, the speed limit part at 65, that is a Prime authority thing because it has to do with the insurance and all that stuff. Once you are no longer under Prime's authority, then you're getting your own insurance. You got to deal with that part of it. And you can go ahead and set your speedometer, set your governor at whatever you want. All right. Let's see. And all right. It says, I've heard drivers mention when y'all complete a 3-year lease, talking about the walkaway lease, not the lease purchase at this point. On average, you're left with several $1,000s in your account, with which you can use towards a down payment on a lease purchase. Something to do with mileage, overage payment, rebate, etc. What's that all about? So, yes, you do get a few things. You get anything that's left over in your tire fund. After, this is when you complete the lease. That's the important part, not when you walk away from the lease. When you complete the lease and that 3 years has been completed. Doesn't matter if you own the truck or lease the truck, I should say, for the entire 3 years, or if somebody gave up on it or left or did a lease purchase or whatever and there was only 6 months left on the truck, you picked it up, completed those last 6 months, you've completed the lease. Okay? And you will get whatever's left over in the tire fund after, prorated amount, after the tire's been checked. You will get mileage overage back and a lease completion bonus. All the details and exacts, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not exactly sure because I never intended to complete the lease, the walkaway lease. It was always my intention to get a brand new walkaway lease truck because I like new shiny things, and to walk away from it and get a lease purchase truck pretty much as soon as I could, as reasonable. And that's the plan I stuck to too. So I don't have all the details, but from what I've heard, the amounts are anywhere from $5,000 to $12,000. The longer you are in that truck, the more you get back. And of course, the better you take care of the truck too, because they'll take out, any damages that you've done, interior, exterior, all that stuff, the cleaning. They basically will take whatever it needs to recondition the truck back into good sellable form, so that they can sell that truck. So, and that money that they're spending comes from you. They don't really charge a whole lot though. It's all Prime, it's Prime, and the Prime shop's doing the work, and their work is pretty cheap. I can attest to that because, I just turned the truck in and they charged me for a whole bunch of stuff, and it really wasn't that much. I haven't added it all up. It was, a little bit here, a little bit there. So it wasn't a whole lot. So anyways, what I've heard, $5,000 to $12,000, depending on those factors. And yes, you can definitely use that as a down payment on a lease purchase. You can get that money back as, you know, in your settlement as cash if you do another walkaway lease or choose company or leave prime, whatever the reason, you can get that money back. You can also combine it with any emergency fund savings that you may have saved up and use that as your down payment as well. All right. So thank you for the excellent questions. And let's see, we've got half a more day. That's it. Tomorrow is Halloween, and it is also delivery day. I should be there, middle of the day, mid-afternoon or something like that. And we will get there, get things delivered, and then I will. Man, this video is, there's a lot more segments than I had originally planned, but man, it was such a lot going on, and the Scenic Drive and everything, so I really wanted to do it up a little bit on this one. I can't promise that every video is going to be like that for the Sunday updates, but this one will be, because there's a lot of good stuff. So, all right, see you guys in a little bit. Good night. All right, here it is. It's Halloween day for me. For you guys, it's probably Dia de la Muerta. So happy November 1st. And I'm here in Covington, Tennessee. Got the load dropped off, got an empty picked up, already got another load. It's a good paying load. I'm not too crazy about it because it's, I pick it up tonight. It's a drop and hook, so that part's good. The shipper is really super picky. So I've got to fill the thing up with fuel and get it washed out. They require that. And the problem with the 90 that I'm at right now is they leave the empties running. I really wish Prime would do something about that because it's a regular occurrence. Every time I've been here, the empties are still running and they're really low on fuel. So yeah, and there's nothing around here. There's not like, there's nothing really close as far as fuel stations or anything. So I've got to go an hour out of my way to get the washout and to get fuel. Fortunately, there is at least a place an hour out of the way, but it's 30 minutes each way out of the way. So total hour added to my time. But the load does pay well enough to deal with that kind of stuff. It is what it is. So I'll pick it up this evening. I'll drive all day tomorrow, probably a good 11-hour drive tomorrow. And then here's the real bad part. This is the part I just wish I didn't have to deal with. It delivers on the 2nd at 3 a.m. 3 a.m. That's insane. Middle of the night. And the nearest parking is like 20 minutes away. So I can't even park on site. If I could park on site, and just kind of wake up and roll into a door when they call me or whatever, that'd be one thing, but nope. This place I can't even check in early, can't do anything early. I've got to be there pretty much on time. So it is what it is. Fortunately, we gain an hour by dropping the clock back tonight. And I've been on the East Coast, now I'm in Central Time, so I will gain an hour. I've gained an hour already that way, so I just have to kind of stay on that schedule and lose a little bit of time to do it. It is what it is. But again, it pays well enough to take care of not only the whole day driving tomorrow, the half day today, but also an entire half day on the delivery day. So that'll be fine. I'll just have to deal with waking up early. I don't like it, but it's part of the job. It really is. So it is what it is. So but that's all right. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. This video, I know, a little bit disjointed, a lot of different features that are gonna be in it. I've got a format. This video really helped me learn. Plus, I spoke to some other YouTube creators that are really good and successful. Got some ideas from them as well. So next week's video, I'm going to change the format just a little bit. It's still going to be this style, but it's going to be a little bit more structured. I think you guys are going to like it a lot better. Anyways, hopefully you guys like this video. Give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't already subscribed, you know what to do. Click on my face. Click on my face. You wanna just click on my face, subscribe, and then check out one of my other videos right about there. All right, talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.